Hey guys, Scheming Off the Grid here. If you've been with us for a while, you know we typically don't do pickups videos on the channel, but we just got back from Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2019. We figured, what the heck, let's squeeze a little more blood out of that PRGE turnip. What are we drinking
today? We're drinking Imperial Wedding Cake Break by Evil Twin Brewery.
All right, you know the drill. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And sit back, relax, pour yourself an interesting beer if you care to, and stay tuned to this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
Back country known as the NES Punk, and you are watching Gaming Off the Grid. Right now you're on the grid watching on YouTube though, so you have power and electricity.
All right, here we go. Pickups videos are few and far between here on the channel, but Portland Retro Gaming Expo was awesome. We got some pretty cool stuff.
It was so much fun, and we did an entire recap of the event. If you want to see that, it'll be right here. But let's jump in to the pickups.
So the first place that we actually picked up any games was actually Pink Gorilla Games, and that was kind of a bucket list item for us. It wasn't really Portland Retro Gaming Expo, but it was a part of that trip.
It was the part of the trip, yeah.
I wasn't going to leave there without a Pink Gorilla t-shirt.
It's really sweet.
And then we grabbed a couple other games. We got Lawnmower Man on the Super Nintendo, which is a really quirky game. It kind of bobs and weaves between being a platformer, and then it's got like a three-dimensional perspective type level as well. Just a strange game. I've always wanted it on Super Nintendo. And then down here in the pile, we also got Jade Empire Limited Edition on Xbox, which is one of my favorite games on the Xbox.
Never played it.
The rest of these pickups happened at Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2019. We're going to go through them really in no particular order. We'll go ahead and let you start because you got a game to add to a collection that you have.
Yes, so in our announcement video, I said I'm going for James Bond games, but I forgot to make a list before we left, so I totally forgot what I needed. But I knew for a fact we did not have this, and I got 007, The World Is Not Enough on N64, and it's a blue cartridge, which is beautiful. I'm excited to play this.
Definitely a fun game, and it's not GoldenEye level, but it's darn close.
I just love
really
all
good.
the James Bond games.
Ton of NES games. I don't know if the prices are starting to go back down on NES. It does kind of seem that way though.
A little bit.
No major heavy hitters here, but a lot of good deals. Most of this in this pile was $5 or less. I guess
insane.
With the exception of Gunsmoke, I really wanted to pick this up because Megadan29's been playing this a lot, and Captain Algebra has as well, and they both rave about it. And if there's two guys that know the NES, it's those two cowboys.
Oh.
Gunsmoke, Cowboys. Ooh. Anyways, was really happy to get this, and I actually got this as a gift from Chris from Telesplash Gaming. So, wow, Chris, thank you so much for getting this, you freaking boner dog. I really appreciate it. The rest of these were all right around the $5 mark. I guess with the exception of Ninja Gaiden. I used to have a copy of this. I don't know what the heck happened to it, so I had to get it again, unfortunately. Rest of these were all $5. Ice Hockey on the NES, Blades of Steel, RC Pro-Am, which is a Telesplash special. He loves that game, so I needed to get it for the collection. And then I also used to have this game, and somewhere along the way, I lost it, but it's my favorite wrestling game on the NES, and that's just Pro Wrestling. This game was really good, and I love the mechanics in this game for being as old as it is. Yeah. It was, I think, the cream of the crop when it comes to wrestling games. So anyways, that was our haul on the NES. We got a gift that we'll be shipping out here shortly for our good friend Captain Algebra. He's been wanting to go into the Splatterhouse series and wanted this game on the 360. Reason being, the 360 game is pretty cool, but it also has the original Splatterhouse 1, 2, and 3 as unlockable games.
Which is awesome.
So
it's all in one.
Yeah, and they're pretty spendy and expensive, and I'm sure Captain will probably go for those games on the Genesis at some point. But anyways, he's going to have them all right here, and we just really wanted to take care of him because he's been looking for this game for a while. All right, a non-gaming pickup that we got. There was these side rooms that we didn't know about the first day.
Oh yeah, we did it, and then we discovered them, and oh my gosh. I actually bought non-gaming stuff more than I bought gaming stuff. So I bought a poster, and getting this thing home scared me because we were on the airplane, but it's still in good shape. It's a badass Nirvana poster. I'm so excited to frame this and put it up.
It's absolutely
I could
beautiful.
not say no to this.
Yeah, it's really, really neat, and it was cool because we are both big Nirvana fans, and it's really cool because we got that musical bond between us. We got the band together and everything else, and that's one band that I feel like we both went down the same rabbit hole with. Like, it got us into music. I know it's why I picked up a guitar. I'm sure you as well. So when I seen that, I literally turned around and walked out and said, I had to find him. I'm like, Robert, dude, get your ass over here, man. Another non-gaming pickup that we got, you guys probably know we're into wrestling, but we also collect VHS tapes. And a small collection that I've started is these Coliseum Home Video big box WWF tapes, and they're a little bigger to, I believe, be displayed at video stores, but they add like another 2 inches on the top and bottom of the box.
Just for fun.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but this is WrestleFest 92. The tape is in great condition, and it was only $10. And these big box tapes, they are fetching, you know, 20, 25 bucks a piece.
Wow.
I had to grab this. The match card on this is hilarious because it is literally all these top tier wrestlers against boner dogs.
Yeah, against...
Like, Skinner. You got Bret Hart versus Skinner. Yep, Megadan, there's another boner dog for you. You got Repo Man. You got Shawn Michaels against Virgil. It's just one of those cards. There's great guys against bad dudes.
But it's still a good card. Like, I was like, okay, these matches aren't the greatest, but it's still entertaining to watch.
Yep.
And
we've already watched it like twice.
Yeah,
so.
it's been on repeat.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. So the other pickups that we got, I'll fly by this one pretty quick because it may be a part of something else. I was in a hockey mode. NHL Hits 2003. It was one of that last tier of Midway sports games on the GameCube, which I think is a superior version of that. We already talked about Jade Empire. This is a game that I've wanted for a long time, Doom 3 on the Xbox. We did a $5 pickup challenge, and that's why I got a lot of those NES games for $5.
He was building the catalog.
Yeah, and then I saw this for $5 and was like, dang, man, I need to grab that. And it wasn't my $5 pickup, but it is a cool pickup nonetheless. And then, on our wish list of things to get, I got on the last day, it was the very, very last thing we picked up. If you guys watched our announcement video, you talked about 007 games. You at least knocked one of those off the list, and you got to be getting really close on that collection.
Getting close.
And the Wii U, it means a lot to us right now. It's probably one of our most played consoles. I would say we're really collected heavy for it.
I love it.
Yeah, we've got a passion for it. It's just kind of like our Dreamcast or Sega Saturn right now. We are just way into it. But anyways, one that we didn't have was the Wonderful 101. A very unique game. It's going to be a great couch co-op game.
I'm excited to play
Which is a big reason why we picked it up. Once the seasonal type of streams subside and things like that, this is a game I think that's going to flare up on a nightcap episode. So we got a couple other kind of little things. You got a couple knickknacks there.
So
I'm a
Yoshi. Huge fan of Yoshi, and this is from like a Mario chess set, and I just bought him.
Yep.
I was like, screw the rest of the set. And this is gonna go on display. And then I was walking around the con with my Pac-Man jacket on, and some person handed me this really cool handmade Pac-Man thing, and it says "Take me" plus 200 points on the back. So
yeah,
I just went up another level.
Yeah, there you go. And that jacket you had on, it's just an attention grabber.
Perfect.
Yeah, it does very well. If you watched our recap video, we went to John Riggs' panel. It was so much fun. He did a little game on 1-2 Switch.
I think it's 1-2 Switch.
Yeah, I've never played it, but it was. You got to go up there and play against him or Lily in this game. And there was like a quick draw game. Well, unfortunately, John didn't know that my nickname is Quick Draw McGraw.
Howdy, partner.
But he called on me, and I got to go up there and play this game with him. I won. I think I broke the record in the game.
He did. He set a new record.
And I left John Riggs laying there on the showroom floor in a bloody pile. Not literally, but figuratively. And the gift that I chose, because he was giving away a bunch of stuff, I got the N64, the new N64 Brawler.
Which is so sweet.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's a strange thing. I think for modern gamers, this controller is awesome. I think it would really help, because I get a lot of young people that say, the controller, I don't know how to hold it, I don't know what to do.
Weird.
I grew up with the N64, played these games. It's just like muscle memory when I get back on them. I didn't hate it, but it was so weird. I would refuse. I could not shoot my gun in 007 with this trigger. I had to use this trigger because
that's what you're used to.
You're used to having your joystick and trigger finger on the same hand.
But it's so weird because in other shooting games on different consoles, that's your
this would be your trigger button over here. It was strange, but it is cool. The ergonomics are great. The feel is great. This does not feel like a third-party controller. Another thing that we grabbed is a really badass shirt that somebody is wearing right now.
And it's you, the viewer. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe. You might be wearing something.
You could be.
If you went to Portland. But I picked up this badass Super Nintendo rock and roll shirt. I saw this like on display at one of the booths, and I was like, dude, I love the colors. It's such a sweet shirt.
I think that's the first thing we bought at the con.
It was.
Yeah.
I was walking around with BK, and we turned the corner, and I fell in love. and I got it.
It is awesome.
And I haven't taken it off since.
Well, it's an awesome. There's a lot of things. Both into music's got the devil horns, and then the Super Nintendo controller with the cord wrapped around.
And then these colors like 90s feel.
Yep.
Feels like it's just the best of everything.
I will say that there were tons of cool options. There was a red and black NES option, but that one definitely was the one that just jumped out for
popped.
sure. Yep. So that was really neat. So that's pretty much it for our pickups. I wish we could have gotten more, but we are cheapskates and we only travel with carry-on bags. So,
our bags were at capacity crowd. We could not fit any more games in it.
Yeah, it was you got to be very selective when you travel with just a backpack. So anyways, the beer, let's talk about that because we haven't had an Evil Twin beer on the channel for a while. It's getting harder and harder to find in our area.
Which sucks because I love Evil Twin.
Oh, they're such a good brewery. So the Imperial Wedding Cake Break, it is an Imperial Porter, right? 11.5% alcohol, vanilla, almonds, wedding cake added to the mix. What do you think?
Wow. Okay, so this beer is very complex. When you first drink it, you're just like, you kind of have to analyze it for a little bit. And I think like the longer it sits and it gets more room temperature, more flavor starts to come out. And it's like, dude.
Which is typical for stouts.
Yeah.
If you're a stout fan, you want to put it out on your counter, I would say for 20 to 30 minutes before you pour it off. And a lot of these Imperial stouts, anybody watching like, oh, it's 11.5%. You don't drink these like you drink a normal beer. Right?
No, this is a dessert sipper.
Yeah, you drink this over like an hour and a half maybe. But yeah, the flavors, they really pop once it starts getting closer to room temperature.
And man, this is so good. I don't know how Evil Twin always does it, but they come up with these crazy things that doesn't make sense, and it lives up to what it says. Because some beers, they say, oh, brewed with this, and this. And it's like, okay, I don't taste half those flavors. But with this, I taste a lot of the flavors.
Yeah, and I love, first off, they're probably one of our favorite breweries, but we don't get to enjoy their beers very often. But I love the artwork of this can. I love how they put this layered looking wedding cake on here. And the reason I like that is how my tongue tastes these flavors.
Yeah.
It really morphs through. Right on the front, I'm like, oh, this is an Imperial Stout or Porter, and this is a Porter. But then all that other stuff kind of layers in, and it's a delicate balance. It's blended together very, very well. It's a very, very enjoyable Imperial Porter.
Very smooth.
If you're a stout fan, if you're a dessert beer fan, if you are a dark beer fan, this is an awesome ride. I really enjoy this.
Well done, Evil Twin.
All right, there you have it. An amazing beer with some pretty awesome pickups. Even though the better ones, I think, were the non-gaming ones. I'm just going to go out there.
But we got some sweet games I'm excited to play.
Yeah, absolutely. In the comment section below, let us know if you were at Portland Retro Gaming Expo, what were some of your pickups while you were there? Did you get any amazing deals? If you weren't there, tell us about the best pickup you have had in 2019. We would love to talk about it. The comment section is where we love to hang out, even more than we like filming these damn videos. You know the drill. We always appreciate you tuning in and subscribing to the channel. Keep gaming, keep drinking. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid.
Imperial.
Sit back, relax. Sit back, relax. Shit all over our tits if you care.
Imperial Porter with coffee, vanilla, almonds, and wedding cake. Dude, I wonder who got married.
What are we drinking today?
Today we're drinking Imperial Wedding Cake. God, that was correct.
Yep. Imperial Wedding Cake Break.
Wedding Cake Break. Break me off a piece of that wedding cake.